Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of May 2 to May 8th. I'm going to use a little bit different of a format this time. It will include love, but we're going to talk about a couple of other areas in your life as well. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to start out with an oracle card for the overall energy, and we have message in a bottle. Let me go ahead then and pull the tarot cards. Just give it a couple of shuffles. Oops. One, two. These already are way pre-shuffled, but I like to do some on the camera, so on camera, I mean. There we go. Okay. Interesting. Oh, my cards are getting all smooshed. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the oracle card, and let's go ahead and look in the book. I have like a high-level understanding, but I love, when there's time, I love to get go a little bit more deep into the message. So, we have, from the wisdom of the oracle, we have message in a bottle. Essential meanings: communication, a sign, a Cledon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Let's see if I speak something innocently. Actually, all my messages they come from the heart. Not from my mind, but from my heart. The oracle's message: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will see them. When you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. Today your message is Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. When this has to do with relationships, you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. So you could receive a message from someone that you care about. Prosperity message: you are on target with your purpose and your passion. All right. Protection message: are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Like when you want them. Talking about divine timing. Okay, so messages and divine timing with spirit. So like signs, looking for signs. I personally, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of signs is crows or birds. When I see crows, I just feel like I'm being communicated with. Like it's a sign that my spirit guides or my past loved ones are near. So, message in a bottle for the overall energy. Now, for the money position, you have the Two of Swords. That's blocked, like you're blocked off to the topic of money. Avoidance, avoiding thinking about it. And what that tells me is it's time to, Capricorn, it's time to change your relationship with money. I can think of a couple of different scenarios. One, if you feel like you're not getting what you're worth, then you may not know it, but you think you're worth what you're getting. In other words, you're afraid to ask for more. I don't know if you've heard this before, Capricorn, but I'll tell you a little story. So, God, I don't even want to say how many years ago. I had been doing all secretarial, admin type of work. And so I ended up doing a different kind of work, like kind of by accident. And then I realized that you could get a certificate in it and, make a bunch more money. So I studied and studied. I had a girlfriend. We studied together. We studied for months, like multiple times a week, and practice test over practice test. I just want you to know that a lot of effort went into this. And let's just say I passed. Let's put it that way. But I worked really, really hard on it, and I passed, and I did get the certification. Then I had moved down here to the Los Angeles area and put out my resume, and I was contacted about a job. And I was doing contracting work, and they said, hey, we want to send you over to this company for, X amount of dollars. And I was like, oh, wow. And I was looking at the job description. I'm like, well, I know this. I know that. And they said, hey, we want you to come into the office and talk about it. By then, I had already talked myself out of the job. I was like, man, I've never made this much before. I'm junior. I don't think I'm worth this. I don't think I meet these requirements. And the requirements were really like almost entry level. But I went, and the guy who had originally contacted me wasn't in the office, but one of the gals, who knew about it, she took over. We went in the conference room. Within about 10 minutes, I had totally talked her out of applying or submitting me for the job. And she was like, okay, then we won't submit you. And if I find anything a little bit more junior, I'll reach out to you and let you know. And I was like, okay. And I was like, like I dodged a bullet, and I felt so much better about it. And we were coming out of the conference room, and the original guy at the agency that I had been dealing with said, hey, Cindy, I want to let you know I submitted you to X company for XX dollars an hour, and they're very interested in interviewing you. And I was like, oh, really? And he said, yeah. And I said, so at X dollars an hour? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I went on the interview, and they really liked me, and they hired me. Was there a learning curve? Because I was junior, even though I had a couple of years of experience, I was junior. Yeah, they hired me, and it was a little stressful. There was a learning curve, but I did great, and that kind of started me off. So my point being, I really didn't think I was worth that much, even though I had worked really hard for that certification, and I did already have a couple of years of experience, even though it was like less formal. Let me say that. So you are worth as much as you think you are. Now, does that mean you can go tomorrow and apply and become a brain surgeon or airline pilot? No. You got to be real. Some stuff you have to do some work for, but you are really worth as much as you think you are. I have earned $10,000 extra dollars a year in 30 seconds by asking for it. They've come and they said, hey, we're interested in you. We'd like to offer you the job for X. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I'd love to work for you guys. But I was thinking more like, I was really looking for more like X. And they'd be like, okay. I'm serious. How long did that take? 30 seconds for me to take 10,000 to make 10,000 more dollars a year. So these are some examples. So if you are stuck in your head about how much you're worth, if you're stuck in the head about your relationship with money, perhaps you spend it frivolously, or you don't know how to manage it, you're always giving it away, lending it, whatever it is, you are being encouraged to get unstuck and to change your relationship with money. Now, Capricorn, as far as love goes, you've got the sun. Okay? And the sun is beautiful opportunity, light, enlightenment, assurance. The sun is a yes card. So I can't tell you what you have going on in your love life, but I will let you know if you're with someone or if you've just met someone. The answer is yes. It's beautiful. For spiritual and personal growth, we have the Five of Pentacles. I have the feeling that you've been feeling kind of out of it lately, Capricorn. Not really in, what do I call it, in tune with the universe. I think you've been feeling maybe out of sorts, just not in alignment with the universe. And so what this card is telling you is come out from the cold. Whatever it is, whether you're traditionally religious and you've fallen away, go back. Look into it. If you didn't like the church you were in, go to another church. Ask your friends, which one do they go to? Maybe you can not only get spiritual sustenance, but you could go with a friend, and it could be, you could add like a social element to it as well. If you're more spiritual, start spending more energy and effort on your spiritual efforts, whether it is choosing one specific avenue to focus on, or joining a like-minded group, or even, watching YouTube videos about the law of attraction. But whatever it is, you need to come out from the cold. Spirit, you're getting a message from Spirit, come out from the cold. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Change your mindset about money. Yes for love. Come out from the cold and focus on your spiritual and your personal growth. It's time. With whatever energy you have, take baby steps. Do whatever you can. But you need to focus on your spiritual and personal growth. So Capricorn, this is all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.